So you should have something like this. Okay, should have something like this. So everyone please open until this page, okay? Everyone please open until this page. So you can still play with your sensors. See. Okay, for those participants who can already put up this page, please let me know in the chat, okay? Please let me know in the chat. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Tam Milk Traders. So let's give other participants some times. So if you don't know how to open until this page, you can let us know in the chat. Okay, how to open dashboard. All right, did you open your Node-RED already? Have you come to this page already? Can you see this page on your screen right now? All right, so how do we open the dashboard is actually you go over here, you can click this button, okay? You can see there's a dashboard words over here, okay? So you open up this thing, then you click this, okay? Just click on this. You open up our dashboard. Okay, so this is how we turn on our Node-RED dashboard. Can you follow? Do you need me to repeat again? Okay, thank you. Repeat again. Okay, so may I know where are you right now? Can you see this? Can you see this on your Raspberry? Can you see this on your Raspberry? Okay, so you need to go to this dashboard tab over here. This dashboard tab. Okay, and then you click on this button over here. Click on this button. Open up another dashboard over here. Okay, you open up a dashboard over here. Okay, can you do it already? For Amin Zaludin. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. All right, so okay, I'll go through the slide first, then we will go through. I will go through with you on how do we do this. Okay, first step. So apa yang sekarang kami mau buat ialah kami nak nampak itu dashboard, itu Node-RED dashboard yang kami buat. Kami nak buka itu Node-RED dashboard yang kami buat dari device lain. Okay, so selepas kami configure dalam ini Raspberry Pi, kami boleh nampak itu dashboard dari telefon kita. Okay, so the first thing we need to turn on the terminal. Okay, then you will see this thing pops up, right? This thing. Okay, then what you need to do is you need to type in ifconfig. You need to type in ifconfig. Okay, type in ifconfig dalam sini. Okay, selepas itu you boleh nampak dia ada tulis satu barang under WLAN kosong inet 192.168.1.138. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to find. Okay, this is the thing that we need to find. Okay, then you go to any device, you boleh pergi ke PC kamu kah atau telefon kamu kah, tetapi itu device nak share itu same network. Okay, device itu nak share the same network. Okay, so selepas you dapat dia punya IP address, you boleh type in this symbol and then 1880/UI. Okay, then you will be able to see this thing on your PC. Okay, on your PC. All right, so I will show you how to do in the Raspberry. Okay, so all right, okay, we open up another terminal over here. Okay, we open up another terminal over here. So you will see this thing pops up, right? So what you need to type is ifconfig. Okay, type in ifconfig. Okay, type in ifconfig. So you will see this thing over here. This is the thing that you need to bear in mind. Okay, this is the thing that you need to bear in mind. So for mine is 192.168.1.16. So I need you all to find out what is your IP address of your Raspberry Pi. Okay, I'll repeat again on how do we do this. Okay, you open this terminal. Okay, open the terminal. Then you type in ifconfig. Okay, ifconfig. Okay, then you will see on the second line it say inet and then 192.168.1.16. Okay, okay, you remember this IP address. Okay, remember this IP address. All right, so now I will go to my PC. I'll go to my PC. Okay, so you will see my PC now, right? All right, you all can see this is my PC, right? So what I do is I type in 192.168.1.16, then symbol 1880/UI. See, this is my MyReskill dashboard on my PC. Okay, this is my MyReskill dashboard on my PC. So can everyone do this? You can even do it on your phone. Okay, you can even do it on your phone. So if you have your phone, you just go to the just go to a website, just go to your web browser, then you type in the same thing, you'll retrieve the same result. Okay. Okay, so now I will try to share screen from my phone number, from my phone, sorry. Okay. So you can see my phone over here, right? Okay, so what I type in is 192.168.1.16 1880/UI. Then we go. Okay. Okay, wait, it's lagging. Okay, sorry. Okay, so you can see this is my phone. Okay, and I'm able to view my dashboard on my phone. Okay, I'm able to view this dashboard on my phone. Okay, so can everyone do this? If you can do it on your phone, you can just screenshot, okay, and then post it to the WhatsApp group. Okay, screenshot and post it to the WhatsApp group. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. I will teach you how to do this. Okay, so can everyone do this? Okay, how to open on phone? Actually, it's exactly the same. You get your phone and you make sure your phone is connected to the same network as your Raspberry. Okay, and then you just type in what you type on the desktop, Google Chrome or Internet Explorer that you use. Just type it inside the phone. Just type it inside your phone internet browser. Okay, just type it inside your phone internet browser. So exactly same. So for my case is 192.168.1.80/UI. So this is the thing that I type in on my phone. So what you need to change is the IP in front. Okay, change your IP. Then you type in the chat. Sorry, type in the in the in your phone. Then you will get it already. The site can be reached. Okay, you type in the wrong thing. Okay, that is not your IP. Okay, that is not your IP. All right, I will show again. I will show again on how we retrieve that thing. Okay, so everyone can see this, right? Okay, so you type in, make sure your Raspberry is connected to internet, okay? Make sure your Raspberry is connected to the internet. Then you type in ifconfig. You need to get this, either it's ETH0 or WLAN0, not this one, not this one, okay? This one is your local area. So you need to find this one. Okay, the 127.0.0.1 is the um is the is the local area network. Okay, so can you do it, Ashkin? So what you type is correct already. Just you need to get the correct IP address. Okay, so type in the correct IP address, and you will be able to see your UI, your dashboard. Okay, yes, correct. That is your IP. That is your IP. So what you do is you just type in this thing on your phone or on other device. What you type in is 192.168.8.127 and then colon 180/UI. So this is what you type in, okay? This is what you type in on your phone, then you'll be able to access to the dashboard. All right. So for other participants, I think you all can do because you all never ask question. I think you all can do, okay? So you all have any problem, then just let me know. I will try to help. Okay, good, very good. Okay. So I think I will continue the slides then. All right. Yes, good, very good. This is how you view your dashboard on your phone. Okay, this is how you view your dashboard on your phone. The number will change every time we config. Okay, for this IP address, if you are using the same network, it won't change. It won't change, okay? But it's better that you check lah, but it won't change. So for example, if one day you access the same IP and you cannot view the dashboard anymore, means that the IP has been changed already. Okay, so if the IP has been changed, you just type in ifconfig again on the ifconfig again in the terminal, then you will be able to get your latest IP address. Then you'll be able to access your dashboard. Okay, you'll be able to access your dashboard. Okay, so we have learned a lot of things these past few days. Okay, so today we will do some recap on what we learned. Okay, just a very a chill session to learn, to actually recap what we learned, and also we will be giving you some advice on how do we source for any sensors in the future if you want to really implement IoT in your workplace. Okay, so hari ini sudah hari akhir lah. And okay, so kami akan recap balik apa yang kami sudah belajar untuk past 5 days ini, dan saya akan bagi suggestion sikit untuk bagaimana kami buat itu IoT in our center. Okay, kat kami punya tech center, dan kami akan bagi suggestion tentang yang mana-mana sensors yang beliau boleh beli untuk implement IoT, yang beli sensor yang sesuai dan guna software yang sesuai untuk IoT. Okay, so saya akan recap dulu dan nanti kami akan masuk ke sensor, software, POC and also the use case. Okay, dalam use case kami akan show video dekat kami punya farm, dekat kami punya center, dan kami akan show itu sensor dan gateway lah. Okay, so kalau nanti ada apa tak faham boleh tanya kami dalam itu group chat. Okay, so what we learn in day one is actually introduction to IoT and also IR 4.0, and we learn a bit on what is the application of IoT in the industry. Okay, so day one we also learn about what is Arduino Uno and the function of Arduino Uno, and also we also learn about what is Raspberry and also the function of Raspberry, and what is the difference between these two boards. Okay, what is the difference between these two boards? All right, so day two, hardware hookup and also connections of sensors to the Arduino and connections of Arduino with the Raspberry. Okay, so on day two kami belajar bagaimana kami boleh install itu hardware together, kami cucuk itu sensor dalam itu wire juga, dan kami juga belajar bagaimana connect itu sensor dengan itu wire ke itu Raspberry Pi dan juga ke Arduino. Okay, so day 3, okay, apa kami belajar dari day 3 is application for Arduino and Raspberry Pi. Kami belajar bagaimana kami guna Arduino IDE dalam Raspberry. Okay, kami tukar coding berapa kali, 4 kali kami tukar itu reading, boleh nampak dari itu serial monitor, ada temperature, humidity dan juga brightness. Okay, Dan kami juga belajar tentang itu Raspberry Pi punya GUI. Okay, so Raspberry macam satu komputer sajalah. So dia ialah satu mini komputer. So selepas training ini, you boleh ambil ini Raspberry untuk gunakan you punya mini komputer. Juga kami belajar tentang bagaimana kami boleh retrieve sensor data dari Arduino, dan kami juga belajar sedikit tentang node rate. Okay, kami buat itu inject node, kami buat inject timestamp, kami buat function, dan kami buat itu inject string kan. Kami inject hello company name kan. Yeah, on day 3. So on day 4, what do we learn is actually node rate. We learn more depth into node rate about all the different nodes, the dashboard nodes, the serial nodes, the function nodes, okay? And also we created our dashboard for the sensors. And also, this is the final output, okay? So the final output is, what we do is, kami sudah berjaya untuk mendapatkan serial communication tentang Arduino dan Raspberry Pi, okay? Dan kami juga create satu dashboard application for sensor data reading. Dan dalam dashboard itu kami boleh nampak itu historical data dan real time and real time data, bukan lifetime, sorry. So dalam dashboard kami boleh nampak itu past historical data dan lifetime data. Okay, so sekarang saya akan masuk dalam sensor. Okay, so kalau you mau guna IoT, itu sensor ialah satu butir yang paling penting. Okay, so dalam set ini kami bagikan light sensor dan juga humidity dan temperature sensor kan. So kalau ini sensor tak sesuai untuk beliau untuk implement dalam you punya bengkel atau you punya production floor, okay, so you can choose. There's a list of sensor you can see on the list. So later I'll come up with a list, and then you will need to check. Okay, apakah itu sensor yang saya boleh tolong saya untuk buat checking kah, atau boleh buat reduce kan saya punya workload kan. So this is all the sensor we can check. So this is all the type of sensor. Okay, so we got infrared sensor, light sensor, and then line tracking sensor, ultrasonic sensor, gas sensor, and also color sensor. So all these sensors will be able to act as a checking for us, and then we don't need to always be there, like what Encik Cairo mentioned on Sunday. So for example, if you are doing a coffee shop business, you can install a sensor at your hot water. You can tell whether the water is hot enough, or if the water cooled down already, you can turn on the fire. So this is how we can use sensors in our life, okay? And also we have camera sensor, motion sensor, current sensor, sound sensor, touch sensor, okay? This is all the sensors that you can get on the market. So, okay, how do we choose the sensor that is suitable for us? Okay, how do we choose the sensor that is suitable for us? All right, so the first step is power supply. Okay, first step is power supply. Okay, we need to know what is the operating voltage of our sensor. Okay, we need to know what is the operating voltage of our sensor. So usually the sensor's operating voltage is 3.3 volt to 5 volt. Okay, 3.3 volt to 5 volt. And then if you buy the sensor which has more than 3.3 volt, then you need to get an external power supply for this. Okay. All right. So step 2 is analog or digital. Analog or digital. All right. So analog and digital means that analog give a series of reading. Okay, analog will give series of reading. Okay, I retrieve a question from Maksumi. Kalau sensor yang sedia ada boleh connect tak sensor temperature dari machine? Okay, so kalau you ada sensor, you nak tengok itu apakah sensor itu voltage, operating voltage dia, dan juga ialah itu sensor analog atau digital. Okay, so kalau you boleh you boleh cari ni dua information, dan you boleh Google online how do we use this sensor with Arduino. So if the sensor can be supported by the Arduino, then you boleh tukar itu sensor dan you boleh guna. Okay, so you need to check what is the protocol of the sensor, whether it's I/O or Modbus. Okay, so this is all the things that you need to check before you use your sensor. Okay, so I'll come back to this analog or digital. So analog is a range of numbers, which is the output of the voltage given by the sensors. And then for digital signal is 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1, 0 or 1. Okay. Flu sensor ini keluar output Modbus. Okay, kalau you keluar output Modbus, you tak boleh guna setting yang kami bagi sekarang. You nak guna itu converter, you nak guna satu Modbus converter, then you connect ke you punya sensor ke you punya Modbus connect converter, dan boleh cucuk dalam itu Raspberry, then you boleh dapat reading. Okay, you boleh juga nampak itu reading dari you punya node rate dashboard. Okay, tetapi nak buat configuration lah. Yang itu kami tak mengajar dalam sesi ini kerana itu Modbus dia high class sikit. Okay, so yang apa kami guna dalam sesi ini ialah I/O saja. Okay. Okay, so the next step is the communication. So like what I say, communication is the sensor. How do the sensor communicate with the gateway? Okay, how the sensor communicate with the gateway? All right, so the communication supported by the sensor is serial communication, Modbus, MQTT, LoRa, Sigfox, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and Zigbee. So there is a range of communication protocol used by each of the sensors. Okay, so you need to find out what is the sensors protocol that you need to check whether it's compatible with this Arduino or compatible with this Raspberry Pi. Okay, so what is the apakah yang boleh affect itu communication protocol? So you boleh nampak sensor accuracy, sensor response speed, dan juga sensor sensing range. Kalau itu sensor accuracy sangat tinggi, itu communication protocol akan berbeza. Okay, so for example, if the accuracy is higher, then you might need a more advanced communication protocol like Modbus. Okay, so if the sensor accuracy is low, then the sensor will be using in I/O for communication only. Okay. All right. So this is the types of IoT communication protocol, like I mentioned just now. So there is a lot: Bluetooth, Zigbee, Wi-Fi, MQTT, OPCOA. So all of this is actually quite high level, I would say. It's quite high level. So if you don't understand, it's okay. But if you want to have a better understanding, you can go and Google. You can Google it up, okay? All right. So next thing is the agenda. Okay, software. So I'll go through on what is the software yang we use. Okay, apakah itu software yang kami guna untuk past few days sini? Okay, so the first software kami guna ialah Arduino IDE. So dengan gunakan Arduino IDE, kami boleh configure dan kami boleh bagi itu Arduino board tahu apa yang dia nak buat. Okay, so itu kod kami guna dalam Arduino IDE ini ialah kami panggil itu Arduino board untuk mendapatkan reading dari port yang kami cucuk itu kabel A dan kabel B. Okay, so itu Arduino board akan mendapatkan reading dari itu dua port sahaja. Okay, so ini Arduino IDE boleh guna untuk semua Arduino punya board. So Arduino ada banyak jenis board kan, ada Arduino Uno, Arduino Mega, Arduino LAN, Arduino Internet. So this is all the Arduino board that you can use, and you can use one software to configure all of the Arduino board. And this Arduino IDE use C language, okay? Use C language. So the next software that we use is actually Node-RED, okay? the next software that we actually use is Node-RED. Okay, so Node-RED is data visualization tool, and also it's able to run locally or on a device or in the cloud. Okay, so this is the Node-RED. So there's still a lot of things we can do in this Node-RED. So if you are interested, you can go and find it out on the internet. So I will go through some additional knowledge on this. How do we actually become the IoT expert? Okay, bagaimana kami boleh menjadikan IoT expert? Okay, first we need to gain a deep understanding on sensor. Okay, kalau you mau buat IoT, butir yang paling penting ialah sensor. Okay, you nak gunakan sensor untuk bagi tahu readings, dan dengan reading itu apa yang kami boleh buat. Okay, so sebagai contoh, kalau dengan reading saya boleh dengan sensor saya boleh buat QC, saya boleh buat quality control. So kalau saya guna sensor buat QC, itu akan lagi cepat dan saya boleh reducekan itu human error. Okay, dan kami juga nak focus on the user interface and data visualization. So dalam IoT, butir yang paling the second most important thing is the dashboard, the data visualization. Okay, so we need to create a nice user interface which you can showcase all of your data that you retrieve from your sensor. Okay, so the next thing is play with a Raspberry and Arduino. Okay, this Raspberry and Arduino is actually very powerful, and it's actually what the people use when they want to do IoT. Why? Because it's cheap and it's also a smaller piece of hardware, easy for use, and it's portable, not like the PC, not like our laptop so big, right? So the Raspberry and Arduino is what we use to do IoT projects. Okay, so the next thing is find an online community where you can ask your question. Okay, so IoT is actually quite established on the internet or on the other countries. So for example, in the US or in the UK or even in Germany. Okay, so you can check online. There's a lot of forum, for example, on Stack Exchange, Stack Overflow, Raspberry forum, and also Arduino forum. And if you face any problem, you will be able to get your answer in those kind of platform. Okay, so the next steps is update your skill with the latest technology. All right, so IoT is keep on improving. So the IoT this year and the IoT last year is totally different things. So you need to keep updating your skills to the latest technology. Okay, and at last is you need to learn some coding language if you really want to become an IoT expert. Because somehow if you want to do IoT, you will need to do some coding. Okay, you need to do some coding. So what we need to learn is something like JavaScript and also Python, and maybe you can learn some HTML. Okay, so this is some coding language that I suggest where you can learn IoT. Okay, I received some question from Mark Zumi. Nak tanya untuk monitoring boleh buat port forwarding tak? Okay, port forwarding. For this, I'm not very sure. What do you mean by port forwarding? You mean from dari mana ke mana? Okay, so boleh bagi saya tahu you mau port forwarding dari mana ke mana? Okay, so saya nak monitoring the sensor. Okay, so itu sensor akan connect dalam you punya Raspberry kan, atau you punya Arduino kan? Is it? Okay, we will discuss this later because I need more information to you. Min kit view dari network berbeza. Okay, if you want to do this, you will need to host your Node-RED server. Okay, you nak host you punya Node-RED server, then you boleh access your Node-RED server on on the net lah, I would say. But I don't suggest this because it's not easy, but you can try to find online on how to make your Node-RED server online. Then you'll be able to access it on anywhere in the world. Okay, it's possible, but you need to do a lot more configuration. Okay, so the next part is the coding, different type of coding language. So it's Python, C Sharp, PHP, C, and C++. So this is all the coding language that the people use nowadays to do IoT project. Okay, all right. So this is the Visual Studio Code. This is some IDE that we use sometimes to do some programming for our IT project. Okay. All right. So we go to the potential POC. Potential POC. So for example, this is the dashboard that we created. So you can see we have the logo. Okay. We have the label, and then we have our humidity sensor, temperature sensor, and also light sensor. And then we have different gauges. We have a gauge, and then we have donut, and then on the right side we have a multiple line chart. We have a multiple line chart which consists of humidity, temperature, and brightness. Okay, right. So later, after the break, later we'll have one break. So after the break, I need all the participants to come up with one snapshot of your own dashboard. Okay, one snapshot of your own dashboard, and just send it to me to the group. Okay, to the WhatsApp group. So if you have any question, you don't know how to do it, you can let us know. Okay, you can let us know. All right, so now I will show you the real life use case of IoT in our tech center, okay, in our technology center. So please enjoy this video. It's a video, okay? All right. So if you have any question, just feel free to ask us, okay? All right. Okay, I will share the video. Just give me 1 minute. So you can have a look, okay? All right.
Alright, so this is our greenhouse and we have different sorts of plants here. So now we'll take a look on different gateways to retrieve data from the plants. Alright, so first we have the LoRa module, and then this is actually a Wi-Fi module, and then both of this is actually Sigfox module. So this is actually the LoRa module, so you take a look at what's inside. So as you can see, it's actually Arduino with a LoRa module. So this is actually a node. So this will read the sensors reading from the soil, and then it will post it to the gateway, and then from the gateway it will post it to the cloud. Okay, this is the Wi-Fi module. So inside is actually a Raspberry Pi, which is using MQTT to send the data to the cloud as well. So this is the Sigfox module. Similar, it will read the sensor data, and then you will send it to the cloud using Sigfox. So this is the battery to support this, and this is all powered to the power supply. So you take a look at the sensors now. So this is the sensor to read the soil moisture and also the soil temperature. So it's much unlike from the sensor which we used in our project. So this is using an external power supply. This is needed more than 5 volt to power up. So we have different kinds of sensors over here. So this is the NPK sensor, which will read the nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus of the soil. Then we have much more sensors. Then it's connected to our gateway here.
Okay, so I think you all have watched the video. So do you have any question? So this is actually our farm, okay? So you can see in the farm, we actually implement some gateway and also the sensor. But the gateway and sensor we use is actually the industrial grade gateway and sensor, okay? So by doing those, we will be able to retrieve the reading, and through our gateway, we will pass it to our cloud. You'll pass the gateway to the you'll pass the reading from the gateway to the cloud, and then what we do is we will analyze our data from the cloud. Then we'll be able to retrieve a lot of useful information. Okay, now let's go to the next. Okay, so this is also a gateway from our farm.
Our LoRa gateway, as you can see, just now I showed you outside in our farm, that is the LoRa node. So that LoRa node will send the data to this LoRa gateway. So this gateway will send the data to the cloud using Wi-Fi connection.
Okay, so just now that little router over here is the gateway. Okay, and then from the node that you see outside, we'll be able to pass the reading to this gateway, and then you see this is our dashboard. Okay, this is our dashboard. So you can see we actually monitor quite of a few readings. So this is the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, okay, soil temperature, soil moisture, ambient humidity, ambient temperature, water DO, water temperature, dan water pH. Okay, so ini tiga reading ialah itu reading dari itu tanah. Okay, so itu nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, ini semua itu nutrition dalam itu tanah untuk itu pokok-pokok lah. Dan kami juga ada soil temperature, itu tanah punya suhu, soil moisture, tanah punya itu wetness, dan ambient humidity dan temperature. So kami juga record itu sekeliling punya temperature dan itu humidity. Then kami ada satu water pump. Dalam water pump itu kami juga ukur dia punya water DO, maksud itu dissolved oxygen, dan itu suhu air, water temperature, dan juga water pH, itu air punya itu pH value. So untuk farming itu pH value tak boleh terlalu acidic atau terlalu alkaline. Dia need to be in the neutral part. Okay, so this is the dashboard we have for our farm. So this is all the real-time gauges, and this is the past historical data, so you can check. Okay, so for this we have actually we have an auto fertigation system. So you can see last watering time and last fertilizing time. So okay, sistem kami akan check. Okay, kalau hari ini itu soil moisture terlalu rendah, so kami akan buka pump. Okay, kami akan buka pump dan dia akan kasihkan air kepada semua itu plants. Okay, so kalau you nampak balik, kami ada ini pump kan. So ini pump semua control by sini ada satu gateway. So kalau ini reading, kalau ini soil moisture reading below 40, okay. So saya akan panggil ini gateway. Okay, sekarang bagi air untuk semua pot. So ini tengok ini semua pot so connected dengan ini pipe kan. Dia akan bagi itu air keluar sini semua. Sini juga ada air. So kami akan buat auto watering system lah. So kami tak payah water apa-apa juga. So kami just tengok itu dashboard saja. So kalau itu dashboard cakap, okay, sekarang ni punya soil moisture sudah rendah. So sekarang mau kasih air. Okay, so sistem kami akan buat auto watering untuk semua plants kami dalam ini farm. Okay. So okay, this is the next video. Alright, so I can share again. Okay. Alright.
Okay, so this is our IoT energy monitoring system. So if you take a closer look at the back here, this is our gateway. So a gateway is actually what we are reading is three-phase current. So the data will be read by this gateway here and will send it to the cloud using this Ethernet cable here. So this connection here is wired. And then we have another gateway, which is the IoT environment monitoring system, which is this one. So this is actually a smoke detector and also a humidity sensor. So the gateway inside here will send the data to the cloud as well, but using Wi-Fi connection. So both of these gateways are different in scenarios, which is one is using wired connection, another one is a wireless connection. So the connection is actually depending on the gateways we use.
Okay. So, okay, video itu kami ada beli tempat dekat sini, kami ada dua gateway kan. So ini gateway, apa yang kami measure dalam sini ialah smoke detector. Okay, kami akan ukur, okay, is there any smoke in our center? Kerana center kami ada banyak mesin-mesin kan. So kalau ada smoke, kami nak alert untuk admin, bagi itu admin tahu, okay, sekarang tech center level 1, okay, now level 1 got fire or got smoke. Then we can send our technician to check, okay, what actually happened in level 1. Okay, so this is one of the good things about IoT is you can have remote monitoring. Okay, you boleh tahu apa yang berjadi walaupun you tak ada di tempat itu. Okay, so kalau saya sekarang di level 10, tetapi level 1 sudah ada smoke, saya di level 10 saya boleh tahu juga. Okay, dengan saya boleh nampak itu dashboard, so saya boleh tahu. Okay. So inilah dashboard untuk energy. Ini IoT energy monitoring system. Inilah dia punya dashboard. Okay. So boleh nampak kat sini. So kami ada 3 phase kan. Smart meter A, smart meter B, dan smart meter C. So sekarang kami guna 1 phase sahaja. So you boleh nampak itu voltage yang kami guna M, dan volt, dan you boleh nampak itu voltage, frequency, power consumption and current. Okay, dan you boleh tengok itu pass data juga. So you boleh nampak okay dari dari pukul 1 hingga pukul 5 ada orang kerja kerana itu consumption tinggi. So dari pukul 8 hingga semalam tak ada orang guna. Kenapa? Kerana ini power consumption sangat low. So dengan ini kami boleh monitor itu energy consumption. Okay, ini environment dashboard. So kami boleh detect smoke, ionization smoke, photoelectric smoke, and then kami boleh juga monitor itu temperature dan humidity juga. Okay, temperature dan humidity. Dan kami ada vibration sensor juga. Kami ada vibration sensor juga. Okay, so this is the past data, historical data untuk temperature data, dan historical data untuk kami punya humidity data. Okay, so this is the dashboard you can try to come up with. Okay, tetapi semua dashboard yang saya show tadi, okay, dashboard ini 1, dashboard 2, dashboard 3. Okay, ini semua dalam satu sistem. Okay, apakah maksud satu sistem? Dalam satu dashboardnya sistem. Tetapi, okay, so Semasa kami cakap sistem, kami akan berbeza ini macam. So ini IoT environment monitoring system ialah satu sistem lah. So ini IoT energy monitoring system ialah satu sistem berbeza. Dan juga ini sistem, ini panggil smart farming system is a different system again. So here we have three main IoT system. So one is the smart farm system, and then this is the dashboard, okay, and then we have environment monitoring and energy monitoring. So ini semua sistem-sistem yang berbeza, bukan sistem yang sama, okay. So ini dashboard untuk smart energy dashboard, ini untuk smart environment dashboard, okay. Alright, so apa yang you nampak sekarang ialah satu CNC machine status dashboard. Okay, you boleh nampak sangat sangat bagus kan? Tengok ada satu machine kat sini, ada status, historical status, ada OEE juga, ada machine utilization. Okay, so apa sensor yang kami guna untuk buat ini dashboard ialah light sensor sahaja. Okay, kami guna light sensor dan kami dapatkan reading kat itu tower light. Okay. So kat tower light sini kami akan measure lah. So okay, sekarang apa yang ada menyala. So mungkin okay, sekarang lampu merah dan lampu hijau sudah menyala. So apa maksud ini? Ini maksud offline. So kalau lampu hijau menyala sahaja, so ini maksud running. So dengan data ini, so kami boleh come up with graph. Tengok yang hijau ini maksud running. So yang hitam ini maksud disconnect. Okay, so next, this is the dashboard description. This is some dashboard description we have right here. Okay, this is some dashboard description we have. And then, okay, so we can see here, what we have is the HTML tag, the image, and then the line chart, the gauge, and the multiple line chart. Okay, so this is advanced a bit, but you don't need to come up with something like this. What you need to come up with is just something simple like this. Wait, let me find the slides. Okay, I don't have the slide here, but it's okay. Okay, how to put your logo? Okay, this one you can find online. You can search about the media node that we downloaded. We actually do using that node. Okay, you can find about the media node that we installed. Okay, so you just search Google media node and then node rate. Then you'll be able to put your own logo over here. Okay. So now we'll have a Q&A session, and also good luck to all the participants to complete the POC system. Okay. So is there any question from the floor? So is there any question from the floor? Okay, so how to put our logo? Okay, I will show you how to put the logo after the break. Okay, so I'll teach you how to put the logo after the break. So is there any question from the floor? Is there any question? Okay, if there is no question, then we will have a 10 minutes, 15 minutes break. Okay, we have a 15-minute break. Then we'll come back at 11. Okay, we'll come back at 11. So now, thanks. I'll pass to the admin. Thank you.
Terima kasih Mr. Outcome Wing. Sekarang kita akan rehat selama 15 minit dan kita akan balik pada 11 AM. Terima kasih.